We make fabric travel gear, garment bags, tote bags, weekender bags, backpacks, sling bags that are made from upholstery weight fabric. They're made in small batches with particular care to attention and detail. The main thing that makes our products unique is who makes our products. I started OUTsideIN at a point in my own life where my family had gotten grown and were leaving home, and I felt like I had a window of opportunity to give back to my community. My husband's the judge in Obion County, and we would often talk about people in recovery and the challenges they face. And of course, one of those challenges is to find and keep a good job because they have these histories that are less than desirable. And I thought, what would it take to create a job? The idea of social enterprise was really quite new at that point. Of course, that's just a business like any other, but with a greater goal to make a difference rather than profit. We set out to create a healing-centered workplace where women who had had issues with addiction or been incarcerated, maybe they come from a background of poverty or lack education, all these challenges that cause women to be vulnerable, we wanted to bring them into a workplace where they could be empowered and supported. That's parenting classes, spiritual development, emphasis on wellness, and come alongside women and offer all kinds of supports that help them achieve long-term recovery.
I have 12 years of sobriety under my belt, and I owe the majority of that, besides God, to OUTsideIN.
They're like family to me.
Lisa and Kayla have become more than just co-workers. It's become more like a family almost.
If I was struggling with something personal, she was there for me. The people that work here, we love each other and we're family.
When you buy a product from OUTsideIN, you're creating a job. You're making it possible to hire women and pay them a living wage, changing someone's life. I knew that we had an extreme lack of resources for women in recovery in our county. I considered the idea that we needed recovery housing for women, but I knew that I didn't have that skill set. In the 12 years that we've operated OUTsideIN, there still haven't been any recovery residences started for women. So as we began to think about the idea of growing our impact, it just made sense to revisit the idea of a recovery residence. We as an organization have developed enough confidence in ourselves and our knowledge of this population that it seems like now a natural fit to add a recovery residence to what we do. Of course, the first thing you recognize is that you need a home. And when we began to think about that, I realized that that was a no-brainer because we actually already did have a home. It was just the fact that my husband and I were living in it. We decided it was much too big for us and it would make a fabulous recovery residence. So we just began to make our plans to move out. We could see some potential for where it could be made even better. So we sought a grant from the state of Tennessee's Department of Mental Health called Creating Homes Initiative, submitted a proposal, and that was granted. So with the help of that grant, we have undertaken almost $270,000 worth of improvements to the property, which are just going to allow it to be a comfortable and hospitable surrounding for women and their children who come into our program. Our products are strong and beautiful, just like the women who make them, and they're gonna last. Something you'll be proud of when you look at the product. You know that not only have you bought a nice product, but you have stepped into somebody's life and offered encouragement just because you bought that product. It triggers a whole chain of events that has the potential to change women's lives.